as John Hunter prepares to take us away on WMAFM.
Under bright lights here at Tatura. Wouldn't it be nice to have this at the Camp Reserve? Umpire holds the ball aloft, siren sounds, and the second half is underway. Big Davis, he didn't get the tap. In fact, that time it was Freeman. He just weighted down. Now it is Marlborough Castlemaine through Hudson Morgan. Kicks it long, looking for Geary. Geary's in the front position, goes to ground. The ball is punched up onto defensive 50 for the Blues. Working hard there is Wright. He's had a pretty good game this afternoon / this evening, but the ball goes out of bounds and will be a throw-in. Round about the 50-metre mark out from goal. Broadcast side. Umpire throws in. It is a horrible throw-in. Umpire lets it go. Con punches the ball inboard to nobody's advantage. Geez, all players stop. The umpire let it go. Now it is Bilton of Maryborough Castlemaine. The handball was too severe for a teammate there in forward. Now the ball is kicked up quickly into the middle of the ground. He's overran the footy with Phillips of Maryborough Castlemaine. Also there is Sellers. Sellers gives it by hands to Kerr. Kerr is out and about. He'll kick it long. Con could have got pushed. He maybe acted in the end. Falls to the back and fell into the path of Shelton. Shelton kicks it long to the outer side wing to a teammate there in Riordan. He kicks it long looking for a teammate also in Brown. Ball is punched to ground level. Now Maryborough Castlemaine, another opportunity. They'll go forward, up onto half forward, but it is a kick that McMullen with the beard, the man with the short beard, takes a mark right on the defensive zone, 50 mark. Goes short to a teammate. Geez, I tell you what, that window's getting even worse there, Floyd. Can you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've gone to the open window here, mate.
You take it away for me, mate.
Long kick up the outer side, might be too wide. In fact, it is. It's out of bounds on the full from Bacall there, so Maryborough Castlemaine to take the free kick, just the defensive side of centre wing. That's Phelan who brings it in. Gee, it's a sloppy kick, and Murphy chopped it off for Bacall. He brought it in board, goes to McNeil. McNeil squares it up, finds Graham. Graham's kick, well, that was pretty ordinary, and Hudson Morgan chops it off. Wheels it around quickly, put it into the path of a teammate who just held up. They held him up nicely, then that was Templeton. Goes back onto his left boot, went to Con. The kick was just too high for him. Goes to Spencer now for Picola, who clears. Gee, they're making hard work of it. McMullen couldn't quite pick it up. Sockers it out towards the outer side. Rowe leads back in the race. Hard up against the boundary line. They dive on the footy, and in fact it's out of bounds now. We'll have a boundary throw-in. 60 metres from the Maryborough Castlemaine league goal. They lead 66 points at the 2-minute mark of the third quarter as Freeman knocked it over the back for Picola, trying to swoop on it there with Sellers, couldn't pick it up, spills inside 50 now, still no real clean possession. Picola picked it up through Hodgkin, but he was wrapped up in a strong tackle, as Bertie said, and the free kick is going to go to Templeton. In fact, it's Nathan Wright of Maryborough Castlemaine who will kick from 45 metres out directly in front, and he will kick for his first or second, second for the afternoon, for the evening.
That's for the evening, yeah, just really good tackle there, good defensive pressure from the MCDFNL. So that's the one thing that's stood out from them, from the opposition.
So Wright kicks it from on the chalk of the 50. It's not going to make the distance. They can test a metre out. The ball spills off hands over the line for a behind. 12-8-80 Maryborough Castlemaine, 2-1-13 Picola.
They'll bring the ball out. Sorry, boys, just mucking around with these lights, trying to get the vision better. Now is Maryborough Castlemaine. Opportunities there for Nathan Wright. That's only the first time I've said it for a while. And it is Parkin who's taken a chest mark. You can say it once every now and again.
It's a free kick.
Free kick.
It's going to go to Parkin.
Whatever you like.
Yeah, but I liked how you picked that up straight away, though.
Well, it's only the first time I've used it for a little while, so you're allowed to use it occasionally. It is Parkin with that mop of shaggy hair. He's one of two that's got the shag happening. He's confused us a little bit throughout the afternoon, or me anyway, with Bilton. Now it is Parkin. Never looked like it was going to be a goal. It was a behind all the way. That takes Maryborough Castlemaine to 12-9-81. They have got a big lead here, 2-1-13 to the Cola League. The ball is short, finds a teammate defensively within half 50. Now the ball is with McNeil. McNeil will go laterally to a teammate, finds him in joined with. It is. He'll go up the line and finds Marks. They haven't travelled very far at all with a number of possessions. Now it is Marks, outer side wing. He's called the play on, which he does, and a very, very poor kick indeed. Can't even pick up who that is, boys, with that light. It's, I think it's Wright. Wright will come inboard.
Baker on here.
For Smith. He finds Smith, goes by a hand, finds a teammate who kicks it into Geary. That ball, a spearing ball, was from Sellers, and Geary takes a chest mark. Probably about 45-degree angle, 45 out. Based on the last time I see him had a shot at goal, I'm not going to call this because it fell short. Gets underneath it. Never going to be a goal, that one either, and that is another behind, which takes them to 82. They are leading 13.
They worked the footy well nicely from the other side of the ground to the broadcast side. They're just chipping away, just got an overlap, and able to hit. Nice kick there from Scotty Sellers and Matt Geary.
Shelton did the kicking in, went to Freeman, juggled the mark, couldn't quite hold it. Picola end with the footy at half-back. Little kick down the line at centre wing into the path there of Murphy. Arriving to support was Payne. Wheels around, kicks the ball towards his forward 50. It was a good kick too. Nice mark there was taken by Brown. He had a player on the outside of him. He handballed it to, then got it back. 45 from goal. He kicks into the square. Good punch there from Maryborough Castlemaine. Ground level. Picola have the opportunity with the footy. Murphy picks up, handballs backwards. McNeil just couldn't take the footy, and now Maryborough Castlemaine are away to Asplin. He kicks to the outer side. It was all right too to Edwards. He gave it over to Bilton. Edwards runs on, takes it again, crosses the centre, kicks inside the forward 50, looking for Geary. 3-on-1. Geary ended up with the footy, turned them all around. Little handball into the hands of Reading, who runs in and kicks the goal from 40 metres. Maryborough Castlemaine kick further away.
How was the run there though, boys, from half-back? Really good work there from Lockie Edwards. Used his pace, used his teammate nice, but Matty Geary, tremendous trap there. He tried to use his body and just trap the ball sort of in mid-air, and just a nice little feed over to Reading, who finished off nicely. Hey, Poss, what's the inside 50s, mate?
Do you want the whole game? I'll give you the halftime stats. Clearances, Picola 6, Maryborough 11. Inside 50s, 14 Picola, 31 to Maryborough. This quarter it's 6-1 Maryborough's way. And marks inside 50, it's now 20-1 Maryborogh's way.
88 playing at 13. Now Picola away with marks. He handballs to a teammate in Cormican. It's the old 1-2. Now it ends up in the middle. The ball was kicked to Graham. A very short kick indeed it was. He kicks it short laterally again, looking for Hodgkin. Dropped a mark he should have taken, and he's going to be luckily rewarded with a free kick from the back. He should have marked that ball. Now he's on the true centre wing position. We've gone 7 minutes. It's 88 playing 13. Ball is short, looking for Payne. Payne couldn't mark it. Collected by Marks. We've got a whistle on play.
And
and
high contact on Smith.
On Smith. Now Smith, sorry, Poss, I thought you were going to go over the top there. Smith goes short, very short indeed, to a teammate who layerised in the end. It was smothered by Murphy. Murphy was good enough to get it to the boot. He kicks it there to Matthew Brown. He was like a cat. He pounced, and then he was away at a flying shot at goal, and it is through for one behind. And that was a good little bit of play there.
First score since about 20-minute mark of the first quarter.
That takes them to 2-2-14. They are trailing by a big margin, 13-10-88. Now Maryborough Castlemaine bring it in through Phillips. Up onto half-back. Was a nice contested mark. Ends up with, it was, Webster gave it to a teammate there in Asplin. Asplin now handballs the ball to Ramsey. Ramsey will now kick it long and wide it is. Up onto half-forward. It was a neat collect by Edwards. Edwards was good enough. The kick put a teammate under pressure, and it was too severe in the end for Bilton, and the ball is out of bounds right on the chalk mark of 50 in the forward pocket there for Maryborough Castlemaine. Big margin here, 88 playing 14, 8-minute mark in the premiership quarter, the third term here out, and we're right in the boondocks here. Now it is Freeman. He grabs the footy out of the air in the ruck. Now it's still defensively with Picola. Geez, the ball is just going back and forth like a ping-pong show. Freeman has it again, and it eventually goes out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in. See if you can get us out of here, Flo.
Did you just say the ball was going back and forth like a ping-pong show?
Yeah, I think so.
What's a ping-pong show?
Oh, you come with me to one more trips, mate, and you'll find out.
As the umpire prepares to...
Cameraman over there's having a bit of a chuckle.
The umpire prepares to throw it in. I'll tell you what, this young man, the boundary umpire, the last couple of throw-ins haven't been interlude type work here, so we need him to lift a bit, the young fella. Let's see how he goes with this one. That's a better throw-in, a little bit short, but Freeman in front position, knocks it down, tracking back is Webster, gets the footy, goes through traffic, got it to Con with the handball. Con's left foot into the path of Geary, but he just sat back there and allowed Phillips to run onto the footy. And Paul Phillips from the Lexington Footy Club will have a shot from 40 metres out directly in front. Doesn't get too many shots on goal. Paul Phillips tends to spend most of his time in the defensive half of the ground. So
he's one of our favourites too, Fleur, fair to say, isn't he?
Good player, Paul Phillips, very accomplished, and he, you would expect, won't have too many troubles with the accuracy here as he kicks from just inside 50. It's right there. Gee, a big shove on the line. The umpire said all fair and above board. Phillips gets his first, and Maryborough Castlemaine kick on to, what's that now, boys? An 80-point lead, 2-2-14 to 4-10-94.
And the Maryborough Castlemaine bench are just ringing the changes. They've actually rotated all 6 players that were on the bench coming on to have a run now.
Good to see that the cameraman up there is enjoying the broadcast. He's probably a little bit bored with this big margin. He's done about 3 games today, so give us the thumbs up over there. Now we're back into the middle of the ground here at Tatura. Chris Davis. He's been pretty good this afternoon for Maryborough Castlemaine. Up he goes. Didn't quite get hands on it to the advantage of Maryborough Castlemaine. Hudson Morgan is in there in the middle. Now also Webster might have got one in the back. He's working hard. Also there is Willett of the Blues. Umpire letting things go. Now it is with Maryborough Castlemaine. It's a long ball forward looking for Parkin. And geez, he took a night's mark. He was running with the fly to the footy. Probably a little bit too far out to score. He'll put it to the advantage of Geary. Geary takes a strong chest mark in front of, I think that man might be Hodgkin, but he took a strong mark anyway. It is not going to be distance that's the problem here. It'll be accuracy. It's a pretty tight angle. Strolls in, not very nice off the boot, and another behind, which takes...
He's got a very rush kicking style, does Matt Geary, doesn't he?
He seems to, when he's closer to goal, correct me if I'm wrong, he thinks he must be running out of time because he just plays on very quickly. Now, Pacola have got the footy deep within the defensive zone. Haven't travelled very far at all. Scoreboard reading here, 95-14. Big margin. It's a kick to the outer side. We've got Rawdon working for the Blues. Still 2 kicks out from Maryborough Castlemaine's goal. Picked up, banged long, but marking defensively there for Pacola is Aaron Shelton.
So they switch across the ground, Pacola, and Joinby takes the mark. It's a slow high kick, but it's okay to Marks. Marks again goes slow and high, and Chaplin chops it off. Little handball over the top to Con. This is a training drill almost. Con's handball, they miss the mark to Baker. Now Pacola in numbers get back, coming through with a bit of intensity there for Maryborough Castlemaine was reading. Eventually it snapped out of the pack, bounces across the face of goal and out of bounds there, eluding Joinby, and we'll have a throw in 15 metres around from the behind post. It is 95-14 in favour of Maryborough Castlemaine here in a league footy on WMA, simulcasting with Goldfields FM. In comes the throw-in. Con knocked it into a dangerous spot, but Pacola will clear the footy through Shelton. His handball was okay into the path there of Hallam. He gives it over the top. Riordan picks the footy up.
Oh, it's better.
Away they go with a bounce down the wing. Kick in towards half forward, getting back there for Maryborough Castlemaine. First though was Jennings, and they repel the attack as they have so often with a kick that finds the safety of the boundary line. We're on the outer side, about 80 metres from the Pacola goal. They are 14, Maryborough Castlemaine 95, 13 minute mark, third quarter.
All right, Flame, I'm just going to move over to you so I'll get a little bit friendly. Now, we've got bright lights shining here at Tatura. Geez, you're getting friendly there, Stuart. I love you like a brother. Now, we've got a contested footy. It is still 2 kicks out from goal for the Blues. They're mucking around with it a little bit. Freeman is out there, the ruckman. He'll kick it long, but it is intercepted there by... Couldn't quite pick that Jennings, boys. Thanks for that. Sorting me out there, BCI. Now we're away. We're in the middle of the ground for Maryborough Castlemaine. The ball is kicked very, very short indeed into the path of the player there in Templeton. Could have got one in the back. The umpire lets it go. Webster is there for Maryborough Castlemaine, and it'll be a free kick, and that will go to... Just picking out who it is.
It might be Murphy, is it?
Marks. Campbell Marks goes short for the Blues. It was a little bit severe. He went in very hard. There was pain. But the ball is flicked out to Marks again. Marks goes short, and he will find a teammate with Graham. Graham right in front of the commentary position here for the Blues. Calling players forward. He just doesn't quite know where to go. He'll go short. It's a little bit of an up and under kick. It is safe, and he finds a teammate there, and that man is Habish.
Haybick, I reckon.
Haybick. Hey, I'm just being careful of the pronunciation there. He goes short to a teammate, and he finds Kobe. Kobe of the Blues. Too far out to score. 2 kicks at least. He goes short. Geez, they're working it slowly. It's difficult work with Stanaway. Stanaway, an awkward kicking style. It was very ordinary in the end, and now that has been intercepted deep in defensive zone for Phillips. It's Phillips of Lexton fame. He'll go into the middle. Geez, I'm not sure who he's looking for, but Reading is there, but does get the footy, handballs it out wide. Wasn't good enough though in the end. It was Hodgkin. He gives a little handball. That has also ended up with a contested ball with Hudson Morgan. He'll kick it forward. Good collect there. Oh, geez, tackling 40 out. Umpire still letting it go. Bacola there with Shelton. Shelton gives it to a teammate who'll kick it up onto the centre wing. It'll end up with Graham. Graham now on the left. Kicks it up the line. It is a race for the ball. Winning it is Kobe. Kobe still working with it. Picks it. Pounce on it by 2 players. A little give, and he'll get a free kick. Still too far out to score. At least 2 kicks away. That's Kobe.
So Kobe, two kicks from goal. Goes inside, forward 50. It was touched off the boot. Ball at ground level, 60 out from goal. He goes again. Kobe running to his teammate there in Murphy, who just scrubs it forward and sideways and out of bounds. We'll have a throw in 40 metres out from the Picola goal. They would love a goal. That's an understatement, as they trail by 81 points at the 16-minute mark of the third quarter. Umpire throws the footy in. Jeans went up in the ruck, knocked it down. Big group of players around the footy. Maryborough Castlemaine extracted the handball into space in front of Templeton. Gee, he tried to flick it back. Might have nearly been a throw, I reckon. The umpire agrees.
Umpire's picked that out, Stewie.
Yeah, he tried to flick it back and almost got the ball stuck in his arm for a moment and sort of threw it back in the end. So Graham will take the free kick. Trevor Graham just goes short with a little slow one sideways to Shelton. This is where they really had trouble today, Picola. They just haven't been able to find a way through the zone. He ends up going short again and sideways back to Graham. He's still 55 from goal, hasn't really progressed, and Maryborough Castlemaine got all bar 1 player back in the zone here at the moment. He kicks short again, and gee, a good mark. You need a good contested mark in that situation when there's a zone set up, and they got one.
I reckon.
It's only their third mark inside 50 for the game.
It's Damien Payne who will have a shot from 45 metres out on a slight angle, and just be a matter of accuracy here. I suspect he'll cover the distance as he comes in and will kick on goal. He has covered the distance easily but has hooked it and through for one behind. 2-3-15. Picola 14-11-95.
Is it just me, Stu? Is it just down both ends? It looks a little bit dark.
It is quite dark, I reckon. I can barely pick up what's happening.
Down at ground level, boys, these lights are really not up to scratch for night football.
No, it does look dark to me. And anyway, the kick into the centre of the ground ends in the hands of Maryborough Castlemaine. They wheel it out wide to Jeans, who's a fast-running ruckman. He couldn't quite get the track of the footy in the weight of numbers with Picola. End with the fall going to Graham on centre wing. Plays on, he goes with the left boot into the forward pocket. This is more promising, and the mark has been taken 50 metres out from goal there for Picola. Plenty of signalling going on as he wheels around to kick. It is Brown who goes long to the top of the square, and we've got a whistle. There's a free kick going to Maryborough Castlemaine, and it's going to be taken by Jennings.
Now it's Jennings. He's deep in that defensive zone. He'll go short into the back pocket to a teammate. He'll now run forward. He'll find Webster. Webster plays on quickly. Now they are away. Maryborough Castlemaine. It's going to be a long kick looking for Con. He's been very good this afternoon. Now the Blues. They rebound defensively. ball is with Stanaway. Stanaway kicks sidewards, laterally, again to a teammate. That is Emmett, who will kick it long, looking for another teammate in, it's Payne. Payne now kicks it into the forward pocket. Oh, geez, there must have been hands in back there, surely, and it will be a free kick going away the way of the Blues.
Matthew Brown.
That was just probably ridiculous in the end. I
couldn't see, mate. The pole was in my way.
The pole, the old pole in the way trick. Now, 95 playing 15. We are 20 minutes in to this third term, so we've still got a lot of footy left in this game. Could be a very, very big margin at the end of the day. Now, just got a bit of a hold up. Umpire...
That's a massive run-up.
It is. He's way outside 50. He crosses the chalk mark of 50, kicks it long. It's going to be offline. It'll go off hands, and that goes through for one behind.
Talk about me sniffing in the microphone. I can hear you chewing, Stu.
Couldn't be me. It must be Poss. 2, 4, 16, 14, 11, 95. As I've got Munchkins just worrying me up here too. Poss, get some control over your kibblets as the kick came into Sellers. Sellers goes down the line, chopped off though by Pikola. Tell you what, from this distance and in this light, it's anyone's guess as to who that player is from behind. They kick it towards the hot spot, bounces over the back to Jeans. He runs away with the footy, kicks it into space. Pikola will chop it off. G. Bilton running down though. Good tackle from behind. He just got rid of it in time. Spilled to Haybick, who kicks into the forward pocket. Bounce favoured Brown. He bends it back to the top of the square. They contest the ball at ground level. Murphy trying to get hands on it. Falls to ground. Plenty of pressure again from the Maryborough Castlemaine defence. Breaking away though with the footy that time was Kobe. His kick was smothered. Maryborough Castlemaine arrive in numbers again. Kick was a bit shaky though, left a bit for Sellers to do under pressure. Gee, just worried him out of it, did Haybick, and he snaps on goal and puts through his first and Picola's first since the first quarter.
Yeah, 16-minute mark of the first quarter, Stu. They're just a bit sloppy down there from the Maryborough boys. Scotty Sellers was put under enormous pressure, and Haybick was just able to get the loose ball and snap around nicely. 2 quarters and 5 minutes since their last goal.
So the scoreboard now 3-4-22 Pikola, 14-11-95.
Yes, I hope you blokes are going to behave with that full moon rising over in the east there, boys.
Yeah, the moon is coming up. 73 points is the margin as the umpire prepares to throw the footy up. The ruck work there, this time done by Stanaway. He got hands on the footy. Smith just palmed it up to Hudson Morgan. That might have been a throw, I reckon. Umpire allowed it. It goes into the forward 50 for Maryborough Castlemaine. Getting back there for Pikola though was Hodgkin, and his clearing kick finds that boundary line 50 metres out from goal. As we're going to have a throw in, as I need a bit of light in the commentary box to just see my notes, as that's more like it.
Oh, I can't see anything now.
It's made the reflection on the window a bit worse though, as they throw it in, spills over the back here to Maryborough Castlemaine, and Sellers, he's kicked a Geary, just breaks through his hands, and a 3/4 time siren sounds showing, well, there's a bit of nothing.
Coach Kenny just wants, he's much happy with that quarter, but it's too little too late. They've earned a little bit of respect, just wants them to run the game out. 20 minutes left. Wayne Driscoll just very happy, but he knows that, it's not done yet. There's 20 minutes to go for his boys.
I see your brothers coming up over the horizon there too, Possum. You see that?
Yep.
Now the ball is kicked long into the forward line for Maryborough Castlemaine, but Pikola, they will now clear through Murphy. It is a kick up onto the true centre wing position. It is 2-on-1, but geez, Maryborough Castlemaine did very well through Sellers. The handball was a gift to Phillips. Phillips now kicks it on the left, which is non-preferred, and finds big Chris Davis, the ruckman. He is on the wing. Now we just slow things down, waiting for an option to appear. It was a very, very little give to a teammate in Sellers by hand, who'll kick it long and finds another teammate there in Jeans. Jeans will kick it. It is a good pass. Found Geary, who's been a very good prominent target up there. Plays on quickly and finds, is that our friend there, Webster?
No, it's Smith.
Smith, but he looks a little bit like Webster in this light anyway.
No, he's a little bit thinner than that, I would think.
Well, he's a long way away, and as the boys alluded to earlier, the lights are probably not the best here out at Tatura.
Well, it's very dark down this northern
I
end.
noticed when I was out at the huddles there, boys, it just was very, very hard to pick up, visualise anything.
Okay, now we'll look at the kick. Jeez, he's made hard work of it, and in the end it's a behind. And the moon I'm talking about is the full moon that is coming across the horizon. That's just like another light out there, Possum, is it?
You blokes might need to be locked up for the trip home.
Yeah, and not to be confused with the Brian moon, who's at Boundary Side. We do have a large moon in the sky here over Chachura Park. As
Give it time, I'll give you one.
Picola prepare to bring it in. Oh, gee, it's a shaky kick. Left plenty for Murphy to do. He lost the handle on the footy and right picks it up from 15 metres out and snaps his second goal of the evening. So Nathan Wright of Carisbrook gets his second for Maryborough Castlemaine. They are now 15-12, 102, leading by 80 points, 3-4-22, 1 minute mark last quarter.
I must say, BCI, compared to the game, the interleague game that we broadcast last year, somewhat disappointing to come and have a lack of contest this time.
It's been, look, Maryborough just ran them off their feet, and you know what I'd like to see, boys? I'd love to see Mark Ramsey just go forward and just take a hanger.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say too. I'd like to see a big specky from Mark Ramsey to put a bit of interest in this game.
That for us.
Put the word in Wayne Driscoll's ear.
We're only metres away from the coaches. In fact, I can see him just about through the window into the other room there. As no one wins the clearance from the centre ball up, and in fact he's down at the bench, so he's got his board man up in the box here. Now Picola win from the secondary ball up. Oh, there was the big leap. That time it was from Phelan. Hendy, he front punched it away from Maryborough Castlemaine. Spills to Picola though. Shot on goal, bounces in the goal square. Might have gone over the top without being touched, but it's hit the post. That had come from Habick, who has registered a behind 3-5-23 now as the ball came in very quickly from Maryborough Castlemaine. Out of side, ends in the hands of Picola. The kick came in and it was a good one onto the chest of Marks, who is 40 metres out from goal on a 45-degree angle, and he will kick for Picola's fourth goal of the evening. They are 3 goals, 5-23 at the moment, trailing by 79 points as Marks comes in. It's a long run up. Again, he's starting well outside the 50. He'll kick from about 45 metres. It's on its way. It's not great. It's off to the side. In fact, might have been Mark. Didn't make the distance. Picola have marked it. Plays on quickly, and the umpires are going to have a little conference. I reckon this might be a goal, boys.
They might have lost it in the...
Geez, they're getting very close to each other. Have a look at it.
They are very close.
They can see each other. It's that dark.
It's concerned because of their bright pink shirt.
They're having a little debate. Try and get a handle on who kicked that, boys, because for the life of me, I can't see.
It was Brown.
It was Brown, who's down there in the dark forward pocket.
Right now to call us a goal, boys.
Signalling behind the umpire. So obviously the discussion was about whether it had gone through for a goal or not, and in the end the lower score applies. So the kicking comes to Sellers in the back pocket from Maryborough. He brings it into the middle of the ground.
Overlap here.
And Ramsey, who takes it at half-back.
Now it's Ramsey underneath the biggest moon you've ever seen. Who is that, Brian? I'll just ask you. Now he kicks it long, and Ramsey kicks it.
The biggest star.
Biggest star to Kerr.
Has Poss still got his sunglasses on down there?
A poor kick. It was intercepted by Shelton of the Picola Blues. He kicks it. That's a poor kick as well. He's putting teammates under pressure. If he's good enough and quick enough as Baker, give it to a teammate. Series of handballs. It ends up with a player there in Sellers. Sellers goes laterally, but that is intercepted by Picola in Marks. And he did take a mark. Sorry, Stu, I'm just going to move over there. Vision is not absolutely perfect here at Chura. We're underneath the biggest and fullest moon you've ever seen in your life. Footy is on half forward. Big margin here. 102 playing 24. Umpires letting it go. Now to the long kick forward into the forward pocket. It'll be a free kick, but it'll go defensively to Maryborough Castlemaine, and Ramsey will take it. He'll kick it to underneath the scoreboard. I've got no idea who that is. It's Smith. Gee, you've got good eyesight.
I'm guessing.
Oh, well, I tell you, it's black as out there. Now we've got a shot on goal by Picola. I reckon Picola. Fadge, get out of the Picola. Now, literally,
I've got a bead on who it is. I'm just waiting for him to turn around.
Is the one running into the middle of the ground?
No.
I'll tell you what's happened. Picola have kicked a goal. Oh, we've got to get out of the Picola down at Fadgeland. It is literally as black as it's black. Let's put it that way, Possum. Is it not down there? 102 playing.
Well, there's 18 lights on, mate. It's not that black.
Kick the goal, Poss.
The bloke on the far wing.
Thanks, absolutely. Giving me donuts like what you have all week, Possum.
I reckon right about now that cameraman's wishing he didn't plug into our feed.
Well, I reckon he'll have to have the infrared going, the cameraman up there, because it is very, very dark down there to the southern end.
Have the night vision on, you reckon? We'll just see the green sort of
I can't even
shapes.
see the goal umpire up the other end.
Now, Possum, you better come clean, I'll tell you, this evening, because the story will be out and about. Back in the middle of the ground, now we go with Chris Davis. But Picola now kick it long, and they've come good in this last quarter. I don't know if it's junk time. Ball ends up there with Rowe. Cade Rowe kicks it long, and it is one behind.
It was Clark, boys.
Clark? Yeah.
So Picola back to 72 points. They're making at least a bit of respectability in this last quarter with doing most of the attacking. Poss, what are the inside 50s in this term?
This quarter it's 4 to Picola, 2 to Maribor.
Nice to see you survive that bus that Huntsman just threw you under moments ago as they prepare to bring the footy in. Maribor Castlemaine into the dark pocket, and it might be Phelan, I reckon, who kicks long towards Davis in back position. He punched the ball to ground, sock it back inside, forward 50. Ball at ground level, scrapping, good use of the body there, saw it go back to Sellers. They're still tracking back through Baker, Templeton, and eventually they'll clear, and no, they won't clear. In fact, on the centre wing there, couldn't pick it up there for Willett, and I'm not sure what the signal meant there. In the back,
he's got him in the back there.
So Riordan will take the free kick, squares the footy across the ground, taken there by McNeil. He in turn goes sideways again. Little short kick. They've moved the ball a lot better this quarter, I reckon, Picola so far. They're still just forward of the centre.
He's got to go.
Stanaway with the awkward kicking action, but he gets it to the intended target. They're just giving Maribor time to get back in numbers though now, and they kick into the forward line. It's very crowded. Phelan, in fact, picks the ball up. He goes to the outer side, but this time, all of a sudden, now it's Picola who are chopping off the Maribor ball. Emmett got it across to a teammate. He goes into the forward pocket, and Brown, who takes a strong mark on the outer side, and will have a shot on goal, perhaps, from 45 metres. He kicks long into the goal square, but onto the, not in the goal square, in fact, next to the behind post, and onto the chest of, who's that? Ramsey. He has a very early bounce, then kicks the ball long to the outer side, heads towards the boundary line. I'll be honest, I can't make anyone over there. Could be Phillips, it could be anyone really. It's very dark. I mean, I know we mentioned it a couple of times, but these lights aren't terrific. So Huntsman, you can take over in the dark pocket. 102.31.
The cameraman up there, he must think it's like, oh look, we've got some listeners over there, the outer side of the green flashing the lights. The cameraman must think it's a comedy show going on here in this last turn. Yeah, more flashing lights. Good to see we've got some supporters out there. Now it is Ramsey. He kicks it up onto the centre wing. Good contested mark. Picola, they did very, very well then, and that player was Payne. He kicks it long up onto half forward. Punched ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in for out of bounds here on the half forward flank. What are you going to be there for?
I'm more interested in watching these lights getting flashed.
Yeah, well, at least we've got some... Now, if you're an attractive young female, please flick that again. That's the ball, no flick. We don't know what's going on there. Ball was with Webster. Webster kicks it into the centre of the ground. Now Maribor Castlemaine, they can make use of this through Baker. Also there, gives it to Chaplin. Chaplin's been pretty quiet this afternoon. Gives it to Asplin. Asplin now of Maribor Castlemaine, looks in there for Geary. He fell forward, spins around. It's not Chaplin, that player. It is right. And it is a good goal. I reckon they do like it, and it is a major. Did pretty well there to call 2 or 3 in a row that were right there, boys.
Yeah, that's his third goal, Huntsman. He's second for the quarter. They just worked that nicely over the other side. So maybe if they were single, they could flash their lights, Huntsman.
It's probably a male, and he's probably around 60. So that's how well you're going with the ladies at the moment.
Let's face it, though, man, woman or beast, it'll do for birdie at this stage. So
The Picola bench is actually getting a bit thin, boys. They've already lost Jordan Hallam, and now Trevor Graham's just gone to the rooms.
Well done, Poss, on straightening us up back in the middle. Davis got hands on the footy first. Can't take advantage, though, as they scrap for it. Still inside the centre circle, and the umpire says he'll have another go at throwing it up. It is 16-12, Maryborough Castlemaine 4-7 Pacol. It's going to be a big win here for Maryborough Castlemaine as they throw the ball up in the centre again. No one can extract it. Eventually, Pacola win the footy. Big tackle there came from Bilton.
Parkin.
Parkin, and he's rewarded with the free kick just forward to centre. Drives his team inside forward 50. Mark was dropped there. Probably should have been taken on the chest. Ball spills out towards Edwards. He's wrapped up in a strong tackle. And we'll have another ball up. This time we're about 45 metres out from the Maryborough Castlemaine goal as they lead by 77 points.
We've got a new motto, mate. We're not accurate, we're interesting.
I might raise it up. I like that. Quick kick out of the pack, ends in the hands of Pacola with Riordan. He's under enormous pressure. There's a heap of players around the footy. No one can really get a clean possession, and we're going to have another ball up. This time we've moved back to about the 50-metre mark away from the Maryborough Castlemaine goal.
Hey, Poss, how many inside 50s this quarter, mate?
This quarter, Pacola 8, Maryborough only 4.
James jumped high into the path of Hudson Morgan, just overran the footy. Edwards picks up, quick kick out of the pack, but it's chopped off there by Shelton of Pacola. He gives it across to a teammate who kicks it out. Gee, it was a little bit untidy to Kobe. Couldn't take the footy. He goes again. He's strong in the tackle too. Shook his way out of trouble. Kicks it high towards centre wing. And gee, I reckon that was nearly a mark to Brown. Play on the umpire said. Cormican takes the footy back into the centre of the ground. They go to McNeil. McNeil's kick again. So many times today they've missed short targets. Ball in the hands of Maryborough Castlemaine, who kick towards half forward. Ball ends in vacant space. Swept up there by Spencer of Pacola. He kicks to the outer side and they take the mark on centre wing.
Okay, swinging in. The ball goes up into half forward. There is a whistle on play. Good call there, BCI, and it is in the back. It'll go to Pacola. I think it might be the big ruckman there in Freeman.
It is.
I can just see his tattoos from here. They're brightly coloured underneath that big full moon out there, the big brine.
We've got favourite fans, huh?
Yeah, our favourite fans are going to be quiet since you mentioned single. Hudson Morgan, he stood his ground, took a mark defensively on half-back, and, well, if not a mark, it was a free kick. He was rewarded. Scoreboard here, 108 to 13. Now, Hudson Morgan...
mate.
Sorry, that is the time. I thought I was dyslexic there. We're not accurate, we're interesting. That's our motto here this evening. Ball comes out wide to Maryborough Castlemaine. They'll kick it long. We've got a player on. Geez, they're lining up now. It's Phelan. Kicks it long. Looking there for Edwards. Couldn't find him. Still 35 out.
Well,
now that he did do well. Ball ends up with Parkin. Parkin goes 30 back in order to give it to Reading, who will now take a safe mark.
Connor will get this.
He'll go forward. Connor's by himself and will take, in the end, an uncontested mark. He is 35 out. Just looking over to you, Biddle.
50, mate, I reckon.
Yeah, a bit hard to tell with this light there. We're not accurate. We're interesting. That's the new motto we're going for the rest of the year.
Don't Dave use it, mate.
Well, and it's also amusing too. If you've got a sense of humour, you'd understand that. Now that is his little bit of his fifth. Now we're only being serious out there, those people listening. Now Con, he's a good key to the footy generally. Gets underneath it, and what happens when you give a bloke a rap? Probably doesn't even... Well, it's still in play. Now with Maryborough Castlemaine, they're still in this... we've got a Boonana possum. Possum, yes.
He likes it.
He does like it.
That's Paddy Jones, boy.
It is Jones, and that is a goal. I meant to say there's Stewie, but because you like the Boonanas, but regardless, just that score's going up quickly. Went from 14 to 15. Now, straighten up. That was a goal. 16-12, 108. 17-12, 114. Sorry, off me nut. Now, Bacola are 4-7-31. Got to do our best to...
look, they just did that nicely. Really good. Nice finish there from Paddy Jones. Pretty good effort from the big fella.
It was. We're back in the centre of the round. Now we've got a contested ball. Series of handballs. Ends up with a player and then Sellers. Sellers there gives it to Asplin. He gives it then in turn to Smith. Smith kicks it long. Where is the man that has had a pretty good afternoon? this evening it is. Oh, we're going to have a goal. Maryborough Castlemaine. It is kicked. Possum hit the post, I'd say. Can you see from there?
Yep.
Yeah, it was
poster.
off Nathan Wright.
I can't see through the reflection of this window, boys.
We are operating under difficult circumstances here, but we will battle on like true champions, Floyd.
Yeah, I'll just relieve you, Huntsman, I reckon, for a little while. 'Cause I reckon you've just hit the wall in the last quarter here as Pacoa prepare to bring the footy in. It's going to be a long trip back for the Huntsman, I'm tipping, tonight. And Haydick takes the mark. Holds the footy in his defensive back pocket. It's 31-111, the scoreboard at the moment. They just square it across the game. They just can't get any real movement here as they have the footy deep in their behind post. Now they're back into the goal square with another short pass. So have not moved from the kick in despite having 3 possessions of the footy. They go to the other side, this time the outer side with a long kick. Gee, it's dark over there too from this distance. Anyway, Castlemaine pick up the footy. They're wrapped up in a hard tackle. Picola though with some numbers. Little slow kick again as they so often have today. Put their teammates under pressure. They've bustled it towards centre wing now. Still going forward. We've got a high tackle. Advantages paid. Ball in the hands of Brown. His handball was smothered. They dive on it on centre wing now. Maryborough Castlemaine get a kick from Edwards. It was an underground kick. They cut it off. Again, Picola with the footy at half back. And the kick this time is okay. Goes into Kobe in the centre of the ground. He goes long. This is a better lead too. Found a teammate there in Freeman. He wheels around, kicks into the forward pocket, and it's fisted away towards the boundary line. Kept in play there by Marks. Wheels around, kicks it into the hot spot, but it is all Maryborough Castlemaine and Phillips. Switches quickly to Asplund.
Webbs is on here.
Asplund gathered it nicely. It was an awkward half volley. Then he kicked it to Webster. Running back with the fly to the ball, took the mark. Then he goes short. That was a bit of an ordinary kick from Webster. McMullen chopped it off. He moves him inside forward 50. I reckon the player just got the ball in the mush then. They're in pain. In pain when the ball hit him in the face. See, attack on the footy despite the scoreboard there was from Ford, who really wanted it more than anybody else. And his side emerges with it with Phillips. Gave a handball to Webster. Webster gives it back inside to Reading, who kicks towards half forward, but it's chopped off there by Picola. Little short kick.
Here, boys.
Little short kick comes to Shelton. Shelton kicks the ball down towards half forward. It bounces over the top of the pack and it'll go out of bounds. We'll have a throw in where just the Maryborough the Picola side of centre wing.
18-minute mark in this final term. There's no mercy rule here, but there needs to be, because it is a big, big score line. Now the ball has been thrown in. We've got a contested and a whistle on play for a hold, and it'll go the way of the Picola Blues, and that is Murphy. Murphy, still 2 kicks out.
Here we go. If he kicks this out, watch Ramsey.
Now, we're watching, but he doesn't take a mark. In fact, a mark taken contested. That was well by the Picola player. And help me out there, boys. In this light, it's a little bit difficult.
I'm just watching the Possum and his tribe swooping on the free sangers that are just being distributed around the ground.
Only those kids, mate.
Now it is 4-7 Picola. They are trailing 17-13. We'll pick up that play for you in a
motion if we want a free feed.
It is Matthew Brown of the Blues.
All Birdie's worried about is if he's
running very quickly at goal. It's not going to make the distance. It's a poor kick in the end. It'll fall to the back and eventually dribble through for a minor score. So now we've got the ball with Maryborough Castlemaine. And
someone's coming up this.
That like read your mind, Bird.
I think of Maryborough. It is a short bullet pass. Geez, it was severe. Couldn't collect. Still 35 out from goal. Umpires letting it go. It is contested at ground level, dribbling. Geez, it's in the hot spot. If Picola can just pounce on it, a player does. I think it might have been Murphy, and it was a good shot at goal. It was Murphy, and he was well rewarded in the end. That takes them to 5-8-38. They are trailing 7-13, 100, is that 16? At the 20-minute mark of this final term.
Tell you what, boys, I'm pretty happy with this.
Yeah, we're not going to get much out of Birdie because a tray of sandwiches just arrived, and I reckon he's going to engulf the entire tray.
Just let that gentleman from the Tatura Footy Club just know to leave the whole tray there for him.
Yeah, I tell you what, there'll be nothing going to waste in the Tatura canteen today because Brad Carl will consume whatever is going. As we're back in the centre, it's 111 to 38 at the 20-minute mark of the last quarter. Up they go, and
Don't you complain.
ball in the centre of the ground spills out to Picola. They'll go forward with a handball through Spencer. He was wrapped up in a strong tackle though, but pushed in the back, and the umpire gives Spencer a free kick. This is Jamie Spencer, right on centre wing, right in front of our commentary position. He kicks the ball long down towards half forward. Sellers come over the top with the fist for Maryborough. At ground level, the crumb with Marks. He runs into the forward pocket. Shot on goal is narrow and through for one behind. 39-1-11 in favour of Maryborough Castlemaine.
Oh, Woody's got the egg in that sandwich.
It is Paul Phillips who will bring it back in for Maryborough Castlemaine at this 21-minute mark of this final term. This game has been over for a long, long time. We're under pretty dark lights, if there's such a thing. Yeah, the thing that's brightening up the most is that full moon that's just above us, just creeping above the horizon. Now, Paul Phillips, the Lexington player, will kick it long beyond 50. That's Hudson Morgan. Geez, he's a composed player. The ball just spills free now, though, to Picola. Ball that comes in, and it is marked by the big ruckman in Daniel Freeman, who will have a shot at goal, probably about 45 to 50 out on a very, very slight angle. He has got the opportunity to, the margin is a long way anyway, so it's a poor kick off the boot and it goes through for one behind. That'll take the total to 17-14. I think that's 1-17. They are trailing a big margin, 5-9-39. The ball is bring by what a word that is, by Phillips. Phillips be brought. He brings it in. Now we're 60 out from goal. Umpire's let it go. It's at ground level. He eventually has a whistle on play and he says, I am going to throw it up once again, Big Stew.
I'm going to ring this phone before too much longer.
Just a little around the grounds, boys. Wayne Schultz has won the Derek Follow medal for Bendigo's best player in the interleague today, where they've been defeated by Geelong. As Picola taken away from the ball up through Marks, kick in towards the forward 50. Mark not taken there by Andy. Maryborough Castlemaine with numbers though. Phillips supporting, and handball was just chopped off. Hard against the boundary line. Quick snap on goal. Goes out of bounds on the full. And it will be, is it Phillips or Hendy going to take the free kick down there, boys? It'll be one of the two. It'll be Phillips to take it.
I can't see, mate. They're out in the bush.
So it's Phillips is having to go and actually pick up his own footy, I suspect. So Phillips eventually jumps back over the fence and has the footy, and he will prepare to bring it in. So Phillips just squares it across, and they chip the ball down the line, but it's chopped off. It's been chopped off by Picola, and they will have a shot on goal. Just waiting for the player to show him his number.
A bit of abuse there, Beadle, from the bench.
It'll be Payne who will have a shot from 40 metres out directly in front.
That's pretty amusing, boys.
Good radio, though, isn't it?
Payne will come in from 40 metres and kick on goal. It's hanging in there. It's through. That's his first. And Picola at least putting a little bit of respectability back onto the scoreboard here. They are 5-10-40 now. Maryborough Castlemaine 17-13, 111. So
they just short of outscoring Maryborough in the second half?
No, they're a long way behind still.
Thank you.
Let's be honest, it has been a little bit of a case of junk time in the end, don't you think, BCO?
Yeah, look, no doubt the intensity has gone out.
They're not a long way behind. It's 5 goals to 4 after half time.
Yeah, it's still.
Yeah, but overall, we'll have a look at it.
Yeah, but we're talking about the second half game.
After half time.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you.
It's up we go in the middle. I was waiting for the huntsman then, but he's just left it for me. So Asplin takes it away from the centre of the ground. He kicks towards Con. He went early, and so does the siren there, sounding, which sees Maryborough